And let me bring you over here for just a second and show you some of this debris and this mud that got washed down and that they actually shoveled out. Take a look. It's just a mix of that silty black mud. There's pine needles and sticks. And this is something I actually found in some of the debris in the park. It's a fence post, and I can't find any fences anywhere near this park that resemble this. So obviously this got washed down from somebody else's yard a little bit higher up on the hill. We really are, John. Take a look behind me. You can see what they're using that equipment for. They have opened up a large hole here to get down to that 16-inch water main and see the pipe, figure out what they need to do to fix it. Well, Stacia, it's pretty incredible. She pulled up here to use the ATM. While she was doing that, that's when the crook came and smashed out her back window here and pointed the gun at the back of her head. Now, that's when she hit the gas and took off. Dawn and Diane, like you said, we do know that the fire is now 9,400 acres, and it is burning 8 miles southwest of Walsenburg. In the meantime, Kelsey's family has set up a new website. It's called helpfindkelsey.com, where you can submit a tip or even learn more information about the case. Diane, we're out at Palmer Ridge High School out near Monument. It's that Red Cross shelter where many of these evacuees are staying. You might remember we talked to the governor a little bit earlier today.
I'm anticipating smoke damage, but that's better than it being, leveled like a lot of people's homes are right now. So, yeah.
Kyle, thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it, and we're just elated along with you that your house is still there.
Before we get to your forecast, we do want to get to the latest in this 11 breaking news alert. I want to take you back live to the scene of that shooting we just mentioned in Colorado Springs.
It's happening on Morning Sun Avenue near Austin Bluffs and Academy. That's where our Dustin Cuzick joins us now live. Dustin, what are you learning?
Well, John, details are still pretty slim at this point. What we do know is that one person has been shot. Now, take a look behind me. As you said, it happened here near Austin Bluffs and Academy. And like you were saying a few minutes ago, it's right behind that King Soopers shopping center. It's in the 3400 block of Morningstar Drive. These are the residents at Austin Bluffs, the apartments that you can see in the background here. Now, as we said, one person has been shot. They were taken to the hospital with serious injuries. This was called in right around 5 a.m. by someone who didn't actually see the crime happen. We're still working to figure out how this person came across this and then called it in. Now, Major Crimes is on the way out. That's that crime scene investigation team that comes out whenever we have a major crime or a homicide, anything like that. Now, no one has been arrested at this point, but police tell me that they are questioning a number of people. We will stay on scene and bring you any details as soon as we get them, but still a developing situation, a lot of new information coming out. For now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Live in Colorado Springs, Dustin Cuzick, KKTV 11 News.
Yeah, Dustin, any idea of what police are searching for there behind you? We could see them kind of looking around in the grass.
We don't know at this point. We don't know if they found any shell casings or anything like that, but we assume since somebody was shot, it would have to do with the shooting itself. They have not mentioned locating a weapon or bullets or anything like that, but we assume they may be searching for evidence like that.
All right, Dustin Cuzick live there near Austin Bluffs and Academy behind that King Soopers at that intersection. We appreciate the update, and we'll check back in with you.
They tell me that they're happy with today's outcome and that they're just ready to move forward with the healing process. Now, we've concealed the identity of the victim's mother for privacy. Hugs and tears outside the courthouse today from the family of the young victim after over a year of not knowing if Garcia would pay for his crimes.
So happy. Justice has finally been done.
Today, jurors decided that there was enough evidence to prove that Jose Garcia kidnapped a 9-year-old girl on her way home from school in Pueblo back in January of 2012. That girl was able to escape and called 911 from a gas station in Colorado Springs. From the start, Garcia has admitted that he picked the girl up, but it was up to the prosecution to prove that it was against her will and that he sexually assaulted her. That young victim's mother said she and her daughter can now rest a little easier.
Peace of mind knowing that, he's not going to be out on the streets and that he can't do this to somebody else.
And Jose Garcia faces several years in prison. His exact sentence date has not been set yet. Live in Pueblo, Dustin Cuzick, KKTV 11 News. A day at the zoo takes a turn for the worse in the parking lot.
It's pretty sad.
Jeff Montera and his girlfriend are the luckier ones. Nothing was taken from their car.
In a sense, it's a relief, but you still got to replace the window.
The owner of the second car was not so lucky. They told me off camera the crooks got away with a wallet. As more and more people get out and take advantage of the warm weather, thieves are waiting to take advantage of them.
People look in the windows before, and if they see a purse or whatever, they'll probably think there's something in there.
Most of us remember to take important things like our cell phones and our wallets with us when we leave the car. But remember, a crook doesn't know if that gym bag on your front seat is full of dirty laundry or your valuables. So be sure everything important is out of sight before you leave the vehicle.
Park is close to the entryway where there's going to be people around. Always lock your doors.
Jeff says they're going to take extra precautions in the future, but they're not going to let this ruin a trip to the zoo.
We're not going to try to let it affect us too much. We're going to try to finish out what we were planning to do today.
In Pueblo, Dustin Cuzick, KKTV 11 News.